You are going to now be working on making a bulldog, and bulldogs have lots of lines for wrinkles and different things like that, so they're a lot of fun. You are going to be drawing with a paint marker. Whenever you are using this paint marker, make sure you're not pushing too hard. You're just drawing like you would a normal marker. Don't push down for a long time. Just have a light touch with it. So I'm going to find about the middle of my paper, a little bit above the middle, to start my bulldog's nose, which is just going to be a triangle. Okay? Then from that triangle, I'm going to make a couple of dots for my nostrils. Then I'm going to make a line coming down from that. That's going to start to be my bulldog's mouth. From that line, I'm going to make just a little U shape to show the inside of my bulldog's mouth. And then from here, I'm going to make two lines coming out. So it kind of looks like two legs. It's almost looking like a stick person. So I have two lines coming out like an upside down Y. In between them, I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom of that line, but up just a little bit is going to be my bulldog's tongue. So I could have kind of a cute little line coming through there. Okay, now if yours so far is not exactly the same as mine, take a deep breath. It's not a big deal. Do your very best. This can look bulldog-ish. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? So this is so far just the nose and the tongue, and now we're going to work on kind of his saggy little cheeks here. So from that line that I have coming out, I'm going to make kind of a U shape here, and if it helps you to trace or draw your line with your finger to figure out where you're going, you're welcome to do that. So here's my little U shape to make my saggy little bulldog cheeks, and we're kind of making things symmetrical or the same on both sides. Alright, we're going to scoop back up to our bulldog's nose and make kind of a line across it to kind of show the snout of our bulldog. And we're going to go ahead and do one more line that's even longer across that, and then it's going to come down close to where that U shape was. So these lines come down close to where that U shape cheek was. Okay? Then from there, we're going to make a line coming up to kind of show a wrinkle between our bulldog's eyes. Okay? And then we're going to make those eyes. So our bulldog is going to have kind of a curve. This is on the side of this line for the top of his eyelid. You can make a circle underneath that and then connect it with a U-shaped curve. Same thing on this side. I'm going to make a big curve for his eye, a circle, and a U-shape underneath. Then I might go back and fill it in so that he just has a light catcher in his eye. Again, make sure you're not pushing too hard with your paint marker. Okay, now we need to make some wrinkles around his eye. So I'm going to make kind of a curve around this eye, curve around this eye, right, and then kind of like his wrinkly eyebrows up here. Okay, next I'm going to be drawing the top of my bulldog's head. Kind of curves in where that line is. So it's two bumps that curve in, kind of like a valley. Now I will start to draw the sides of my face coming from those top curves. Sides of the face of the bulldog will come pretty close to the eyes. Then just a bump coming out and around where those cheek curves were, so two bumps, one on each side. And then I'm going to curve with a large U shape to make my bulldog's chubby chin and neck. Make two lines coming down to start to make a spiky collar. So I'm just making V shapes, and then I'll connect that collar together with lines to finish off that collar. Go ahead and draw your bulldog's big body with two curves going off the bottom of your paper. Now you might have noticed that I didn't leave a lot of room for ears, so you can draw your ears going off the page, or maybe you'll have extra room and be able to draw the whole thing. But I'm just drawing a triangle shape and then one more line behind that triangle to show those ears flopping over. Remember, if you need to pause the video, you can. Then some other details you might add are some dots for whiskers. You might go ahead and fill some things in to create some shadows to show where your bulldog's mouth is. You could definitely make more wrinkles in the skin or different types of texture for your bulldog. Just have some fun adding those extra little details to make your bulldog your own.